going on? You're hanging out with PhiLL Kross, and we're back doing it. The show goes on where we get the opportunity to connect with countless superstars and entertainment professionals and how they're navigating COVID-19. Today, we're kicking it with a longtime buddy of mine. I love him. Michael J is in the house. If you don't know Michael J, he's a #1 songwriter, music producer with over 75 million records sold worldwide. He discovered, developed, co-wrote, and produced a ton of records for Martika, including her entire multi-million selling debut album, including the #1 worldwide hit Toy Soldiers, which years later got re-picked up by superstar Eminem, and he re-recorded it, and then it became another #1 all over again. So you heard the Eminem Toy Soldier song. He's written and produced tons of songs for superstars like Eminem that we just mentioned, Celine Dion, Mandy Moore, Kylie Minogue, Gloria Estefan, New Kids on the Block, just to mention a few. And without further ado, Michael J, are you there, baby?
I'm here. The show must go on.
We love it. Well, the show is going on, and we appreciate you for being on the show. So look, COVID-19 is happening. A lot of people in the music industry are unsure, are confused, and just people in general out there are unsure as to what exactly is going on. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, thoughts, ideas. So what we're doing is we're connecting with guys like you and just grabbing your opinion to figure out what your thoughts are. So here we go. Question number 1. Is COVID-19... Uh-oh, he's laughing already. Is COVID-19 a natural phenomenon, a military bioweapon, a conspiracy that was accidentally or purposely released by a secret society, or is it the 5G network?
But what I heard is there's a protocol for creating a bioweapon that requires that a vaccine or an antidote be created at the same time. So that way, if a government wants to release their weapon on an unsuspecting country, they can still protect their own people because they have the antidote.
So where's the antidote?
But that's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's man-made, because otherwise, by this time, somebody would come up and say, you know what, we got the cure already, here, have it.
Because you're saying by now we should have the antidote.
Where's the antidote, right? I think it happened through nature. I think, it happened through people eating bats or something like that.
So a lot of people in the music industry, in all of entertainment, rely heavily on traveling and collaborating in person, being in the room, something that you and I are not able to do right now. How has this affected your workflow, and how are you overcoming COVID-19 professionally?
Wow. Well, it affected me like it put a screeching halt on something I was working on. I was doing songs for the reboot, Disney's reboot of the High School Musical series.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
And then, production got shut down and the world ended and, everything happened. In terms of how I normally work, many eons ago, you and I wrote a song together, so you know how it is. I like to be in the room where the song is being written, because I think there's a great energy that happens when you're working with people in the same room. I understand that now there's a lot of writing sessions that are happening online via Zoom or Skype. I'm not a fan of working that way. I'll do it if I have to make a living, but I think we got to find a way, if we're going to work that way, we got to find a way to keep it fun, because I think fun translates. When you listen to big hit records, you listen to those records and you're like, they're having fun in the studio. You could hear it in the record. And I think things that are happening online, writing sessions that are happening online, are sounding a bit labored to me. It's like, there's a lot of technical things to figure out. We're listening to playback on laptop speakers, most of us, and it just doesn't sound right, and the inspiration isn't there. And it's like we're forcing a square peg into a round hole. We're thinking, well, we got to write songs, so this is the only way we could do it now. So, I'm not sure. I'm sort of putting a temporary pause on songwriting for me, and I've been doing other things.
Wow, that's huge. I've known you for a long time, and I've never heard you say that. Wow.
I've been a member of the British Film Academy, BAFTA, for many, many years, and just recently I started joining a bunch of committees. So I've been reviewing scholarships for film students, and I'm making the selections for the films that are going to be at the annual Student Film Awards. And that's like a whole new vibe for me, but I love it.
But that's interesting, though, because you, as a songwriter, this is what you do. So for you, it's affected you so much that you've kind of pumped the brakes on it.
Temporarily. I mean, I can't stop writing songs. I've been writing songs my whole life. I dream songs. I wake up with songs in my head, and I got to put them down somehow. So it's like it's a process that I can't stop because it seems unnatural to try and force myself not to write songs. So I still write songs. Now I'm wondering, where's there going to be an outlet for these songs? Because I'm not an artist, I'm not a performance artist. So when I write a song, I either need to write the songs with artists, or I need to write a song, demo it up, and submit it to artists. And that, I'm sure, going forward in a post-COVID-19 world, is going to be a whole different process that we're all going to have to learn as we go now. How's that going to work? How do I even get demo singers, to come over to the studio to demo? I mean, I've got, pop screens, for example. I mean, how old is the pop screen that you have at Z100? Do you ever change your pop screens on the mics?
I take Lysol and I just spray the hell out of it.
I'm thinking I'm going to go to Target later and just buy a whole bunch of women's nylon stockings, because that's really what they're made of.
Maybe singers have to bring their own.
You're a genius. That's brilliant. No, it really is.
How are professionals in the music industry supporting each other, and how could we support each other more?
One of the things I've been doing, actually, just for my friends, but as long as it's available to anybody who's watching this, who cares, is I keep a Spotify playlist. It's a weekly playlist of just records that I'm discovering that I like, new artists, new songs. If anybody's interested, it's called the Jambo Top 40, and I update it weekly. It doesn't have my songs on it because, it has songs that inspire me, that I like from other people.
And is there any advice for people that are at home, that are going through this, that are freaking out, where they're just stuck in their place, quarantined in?
I always keep myself busy. I think you got to keep yourself busy. Otherwise, you're going to sit there and you're just going to melt into your couch and in a sea of depression. And that's not mentally healthy. So you just got to always find something to do.
Well, I think that's good advice. And for people that are out there that want to get to know Michael J, they could check out your website. Go to his website. Go see your body of work. It's just filled with songs and songs and songs.
Yeah,
and songs.
There's a discography on my website. It's michaeljsongs.com. And that's J spelled J-A-Y, not the letter. And there's a discography on there that's pretty comprehensive. It contains just about everything I've ever had released, not just in this country, but, everywhere, internationally, Europe, China, everywhere.
Check out his website, follow him, like him. He's a great guy. I love him. You're going to love him as much as I do. I know you will. And thanks for coming on the show, man.
Well, thank you so much, Phil. It's good to see you. I miss you.
Good to see you too. And I look forward to hearing you being back in the room writing music, and maybe sooner than later you and I can get back in and knock out another one, baby.
That would be great. I'd love that.